Thank you for joining this short webinar showing you how to identify the procedure code when making an export declaration using Customs Declaration Service software. This is step 3 of a series of short webinars introducing the Customs Declaration Service guidance on completing an export declaration. This table sets out the step-by-step guides we'll be covering in this series. We'll be showing you screenshots from gov.uk. HMRC is constantly improving the digital experience of our customers, so you may find that some of these screenshots will be slightly different to those you'll see on gov.uk. This webinar series follows Grayson, who is exporting children's t-shirts from Great Britain to the USA. He has his own Customs Declaration Service software product, which means he can submit his own declarations. Grayson is completing an export standard declaration. Please remember to follow the 11 steps in the navigation guide in order, otherwise your declaration will fail validation. To identify the procedure code, Grayson needs to ensure he's on the Navigate the CDS Declaration Instructions for Exports page. If he scrolls down, Grayson will see the 11 steps he needs to follow. Step 3 focuses on identifying the 4-digit procedure code. The procedure code describes what Grayson wants to do with his goods at the time they're exported and whether they have been subject to any previous procedures. In this instance, he wants to permanently export his t-shirts. Grayson needs to access Appendix 1 to identify the procedure code, so he selects the appropriate link. This is the guidance page for Appendix 1. Grayson scrolls down and selects the link to Appendix 1. This is the landing page for Appendix 1, Data Element 110, Requested and Previous Procedure Codes. In the first video of the series, Grayson identified his declaration category to be B1. By scrolling down, he can identify the possible first 2 digits of the 4-digit procedure code based on that declaration category. Grayson now needs to scroll down to find the appropriate first 2 digits of the procedure code, which shows how his goods will be exported. Because Grayson is dispatching his t-shirts as a permanent export, he selects the Permanent Export or Dispatch series. Therefore, the first 2 digits of the procedure code will be 10. The third and fourth digits indicate the previous procedure, in other words, the customs procedure from which the goods are being removed. Grayson scrolls down to look at the options for Requested Procedure 10, Permanent Export or Dispatch section. Here, Grayson can read through the procedure codes and descriptions that he could choose from. For example, if his goods were previously in an excise warehouse, he would choose the code 1007. As Grayson's goods are a permanent export or were previously in free circulation, he identifies the procedure code as 1040. Grayson now needs to validate that the identified procedure code of 1040 is still compatible with the declaration category B1. To do this, Grayson returns to Appendix 1 and selects Requested Procedure 10, Permanent Export or Dispatch. Grayson is then taken to the Requested Procedure 10, Permanent Export or Dispatch guidance page. He selects the hyperlink 1040 on the left-hand side. Grayson needs to scroll down to the section Declaration Category under 1040. As mentioned earlier, he identified the declaration category as B1. The procedure code of 1040 is compatible with the declaration category B1. It's important to note that Grayson should read the rest of the 1040 procedure code guidance. This includes the description of the procedure, the conditions for use, and restrictions on usage. Now Grayson has identified the procedure code for his children's t-shirts. He now needs to identify the correct additional procedure code. Watch the next webinar to find out how Grayson identifies the correct additional procedure codes.